some extent, good evening and welcome to QI, where tonight the joint is jumping. Lots of hoops to get through, so let's meet our jumpers. A classy thoroughbred, Julian Clary. Fits as a flea, Ross Noble. The human pogo stick, Bill Bailey. And a nice, warm, woolly top, Alan Davies. There we are. So they've all got buzzers, and Julian goes.
Jump around. Jump around.
Well, I'm not happy.
Sound of you jumping in there, I believe, in the pop music sphere. Ross goes.
Good overbite.
That also had jump. Bill goes. I've no idea what that means.
That was a Van Halen.
Alan goes.
Tiny kangaroo down.
Little jumpy thing too. So it's jumpers. First tonight, I'd like you all to give me your impression of some Mexican jumping beans.
Hello there, we are jumping beans.
Yeah.
We're good at jumping, we cannot help ourselves.
No.
Hiya.
La
It's very
cucaracha, la cucaracha.
Say,
They're not doing anything, they're
there
not
is
jumping.
a slight embarrassment here.
What's happened?
We ordered the Mexican jumping beans over the internet.
Oh.
And they arrived in fully jumping form.
Oh.
But they have since died.
I think this is... You've been had. This is a hazelnut.
It
Yeah.
looks like a hazelnut. Yeah. And here they are.
It's more like Mexican fidgeting beans.
Yeah.
Do I have to say that in a wildlife documentary, it's a pretty poor excuse, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
If this was a wildlife record, here's these... We had some snakes earlier, but when they came in the post, DHL tried to wedge them through the...
I know, it's deeply shaming.
How were they mistreated then? What's
Well-
happened? Because Springwatch will hear of this.
Can we revive them with some powdered Doritos?
Play some Mexican music and they'll be up and running again.
I'll just crack one open, there's something in it.
Yes, there is.
Tiny battery.
Yes. There's a creature.
There is a creature in there, there's a larva.
A larva which has now sadly died, as you...
They've
Where
hatched,
did you
they've
get them
become...
from?
Is it a flea of some kind? Is it a coleoptera? Is it from the coleoptera?
You wanted to say beetle, aren't you?
I want to say beetle. I said coleoptera.
Which is even a really smart way of saying beetle.
because this is that sort of programme, isn't it? It's not BBC
Actually,
Breakfast, is it? Where
I want you to
wouldn't
say
know...
not coleoptera, but lepidoptera.
Oh, you mean butterflies?
Well,
No.
moths.
Moths?
Yes. They're the larva of a moth.
Ah, right.
And to be fair, they are seeds, not beans.
Yeah.
Up to 20 million of them are exported from Mexico every year around the world as a novelty...
Comedy purposes.
Yeah, for comedy purposes. Anyway, the Mexican jumping bean isn't really a bean, but it does jump, and it does come from Mexico, from the Sonoran Desert, in fact.
Right.
In Sonora, we're going to stay. What's unusual about Bailey's pocket mouse?
Wait a minute.
Obviously,
That's it.
Bailey's pocket mouse doesn't look like that.
No.
If you take away the handsome features, that's it, Bailey's pocket mouse.
Is it some sort of desert mouse that doesn't drink or something?
Well, you're almost right. You're very close.
Oh, it does drink, but only Bailey's.
Yeah. That's right.
It shins up the bottle like that, and it brings its own miniature parasol.
There is a particular oil-bearing plant in Mexico.
Jojoba.
Yes! And it was thought for many years that the Bailey's mouse was the only one that could tolerate eating it, because it is basically disgusting to all other animals.
So they can survive on shampoo.
Well, that's the point, yeah. It has then become a useful oil. Since whaling stopped, it has some of the same properties as whale oil.
A lot easier to apprehend.
Yeah, than a whale. Exactly. You just get hold of a jojoba plant and it gives off this oil. But very few animals eat it, and very few animals are tolerant of it. It's a disgusting oil.
Well, not if you're a Bailey's mouse, it's not.
Exactly. And it was thought to be the only animal that could eat it. And in fact, 3 others have since been discovered that are also capable of surviving.
Pete Burns.
Jojoba. Pete Burns is one. Sean Ryder is another.
And Bez, yeah. Your 3 go-to jojoba guys.
As an oil, it's a laxative, and so some people use it as a frying oil, so that when you fry things in it, it just runs through you. So it's just a good way of keeping on the diet. But mostly jojoba is used for
Shampoo.
Your skin.
your skin, shampoo, cosmetics.
Yes.
Who was it who made jojoba famous?
Well-
Connolly.
Billy Connolly, exactly, did a famous routine about jojoba. What's that? What the fuck's that? Jojoba? Jojoba? He has a way of repeating words, Billy Connolly, that I remember many years ago, when for the first time he was elected president of Israel, and I got this phone call.
Billy Connolly was?
No.
Hey, I tell you what!
I may have phrased this the wrong way, but this particular person had been, and the phone rang, and it was Billy Connolly. He didn't introduce himself. He just went, Benjamin Netanyahu? And I said, what? He said, Benjamin Netanyahu? And I said, sorry, who is this? He went, Benjamin Netanyahu? What's that about? For fuck's sake, Benjamin Netanyahu? And then he put the phone down. I thought, it was Billy Connolly riffing on the name Benjamin Netanyahu. Yeah, and he would have done the same with jojoba. Jojoba.
The month before November, that was the joke, wasn't
That, exactly.
Sometimes Paul O'Grady phones me up and just goes, oh, I'll focus. Then hangs out.
What's that? Get that? No. Stop it. No, don't.
Doesn't say no, don't.
Doesn't it?
No, that's Frankie Howard.
Oh, damn it. So easily confused. That was your jojoba. Now, who put jolly jumpers on their skyscrapers?
Is it Cockney rhyming slang? Jumpers on your skyscrapers. Doesn't rhyme with anything.
No, it
Cockney not rhyming slang. I'll tell you what, I put a jumper on a skyscraper. What's a skyscraper?
it? Rhymes with rapers, that's all.
Oh, stop it. Stop it right now.
They swoop out the sky.
A horrible bunch of skyscrapers.
Go back in time. Go back in time before tall buildings. What was a skyscraper before there were such
A
things?
tree?
No. A hut.
Was it an erection?
No, it wasn't that.
Some sort of plane or aviation device. Was it an aviation device?
Look at the picture. Look at the picture.
sail.
And think.
Oh,
A mast.
Yes, the top one was called the skyscraper, but above it there would be another one, which was called the Jolly Jumper, and the Jolly Jumper was the highest sail on a boat. So it would be a sailor who would put a Jolly Jumper on a skyscraper.
Oh.
Isn't that pleasing?
That is quite interesting.
Yeah, I'm glad you're interested. The
Crow's nest, vest.
Spinnaker, football commentator.
But anyway, talking on skyscrapers and jumping is, of course, our theme. There's a famous kind of jumping that originated in Polynesia.
Bungee.
Bungee?
Bungee jumping. How did that begin?
It was the tribesmen with the twines.
Yes, it was-
Twine themselves up.
They used vines.
Yeah, vines, twines.
Vine,
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Rhyming slang, wasn't
Vine,
it?
twine, yeah.
Oh, the vines,
Swine,
twines.
vine.
Yeah, no, they're
yeah,
vines, so
yeah.
they tie it around and then they
No.
jump, but they didn't sort of...
They turn
go
around
like
their
that.
ankle.
It would go into the mud. The heads go into the...
Exactly. And
right
we
into
have
the
film
mud.
of precisely that.
Oh,
Here you are.
there we
It's
go.
pretty scary. Whoa.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
That's-
got
Not an idiot.
But the thing about...
All the women are laughing their heads off.
That's the Pentecost Islands in the South Seas where it was first observed. And do you know who brought it to the world's attention?
Butlins.
No. It was David Attenborough, 50 years ago, did a documentary in which he showed this, and then Oxford Dangerous Sports Society started doing it off Clifton Suspension Bridge.
Yes.
But the first official bungee jumping was done by A.J. Hackett in New Zealand. Exactly.
Queenstown. Oh, yeah.
Near Queenstown. There's the bridge, and you're about to see a superhero, a man of astounding courage and bravery, do a bungee jump off the original A.J. Hackett Bridge. There he is. Can you see him there? He's fat. It's me! There I am. That was me bungee jumping just earlier this year, in fact.
Goodness me.
And do you know, the weird thing is, I am the biggest coward in the world. The moment I was picked up by the relief boat that picked you up, I said, I want to do it again. The adrenaline surge is so enormous. It is the biggest fun I've ever had.
And does it pull at your ankles?
Well, the major problem usually is detached retinas, actually.
Yes.
People get pop-eyed.
What about when we went scuba diving and your mask was too tight?
Oh, yeah, I don't
His eyes nearly came out of his head. He was inside the mask. And he's massive eyes. We're all going, look at Bill. Check he's all right, check he's all right. And when we found out it was all right, I laughed.
No, can I just... Wait. Well, rewind. Can we just go back to the bit where you said, when you checked we were all right, you were laughing my head. You were laughing from the minute my face came out of the water. There was blood. There was blood pouring out of my eyes.
You had no idea. You had no idea.
I had no idea.
Couldn't feel anything.
People were going, oh my God! Oh my God! I went, what? Like Carrie or something with blood streaming from my eyes.
We was getting eyeballs. Because it took quite a long time for them to recede as well.
Yes, it did. A lot of laughing was going on.
I thought you had some sort of magnifying mask on, but when he took the mask off, they were still enormous.
Anyway, there's an even more extreme form of jumping, which is bungee in the dark, where you can't tell how far you've fallen.
In the dark?
As a cocktail. Yes. Bungee in the dark, please.
You have no idea how far you're going to fall.
What are bungee ropes usually made of?
Elastic.
Latex, yeah.
Oh,
latex.
I've got a suit in latex.
Have you?
Just had it made.
I would like a photograph sent to me of that, please. In 2008, one Carl Dionisio used one made from 18,500 watts joined together.
Socks.
Also latex.
Elastic bands.
Condoms.
Ladies.
Condoms is the right answer. That's the greatest condom bungee of all time.
If they all inflated, it would be like the scene from Up when the house takes.
It would indeed.
And was there just loads of really tired women just in his garden?
Yes. Anyway, so jumping off a bridge turns out to be as easy as falling off a log. Now, how could these weights give you an extra 6.5 inches?
Hang them from your cock.
Is it to do with stretching out your spine?
No.
There's some sort of inscription on here.
Yes, in what language?
Sort of sound Greek, was it?
Just if we
Greek is the right answer.
Is it Greek? Oh,
Yeah,
right.
it's a Greek
This is
object.
the new Greek currency.
Hang on a second, I'll just get Wilma.
You had it the wrong way up. Yeah. Get it the wrong way up.
No,
I got no